So this is Alex703 Rockstar back to review something else. This time it's back into the category of wrestling. This time it is the Macho Madness Randy Savage Ultimate DVD Collection. And let me say, this is pretty much incredible. Considering someone like me who was pretty young that never really got to see Randy Savage in his prime when on TV. This is great because you get tons of information about him, tons of great matches, and above all, tons of great promos. Um, so let me get right into it. I actually don't know how long this will take. Probably not very though. Um, let's start with this. The matches on here, I think, are pretty fantastic. They go from when they didn't show any pre WWF stuff, but they go from his debut in 1985 to his retirement to the end of when he retired in WCW essentially. Um, and they just put on some great matches, especially his WWF stuff is really strong here. There wasn't one match I don't remember enjoying. I guess his debut match because it was a squash, but it was one of those squashes where it was a fun squash to watch. It was a elongated squash, and it was a lot of fun to watch when he was the hottest free agent in pro wrestling, which was awesome. You could see that from that squash he had talent from the start. The real complaint with the matches I have are two things. His WCW matches, they did not put the best matches that he had there whatsoever. The only match I really enjoyed from those was the match against DDP in a False Count Anywhere match, which I thought was a great brawl. But the other matches were just they showed a tag team match with Sid Vicious and against Kevin Nash and what's his face and Sting, but that match wasn't great. And then the rest of the matches were against Ric Flair on the WCW DVD. And considering that at the end of his WWF run, he also had a lot of matches against Flair. From the end of Disc 2, beginning of Disc 3, it seemed like an overload of Savage versus Flair, which isn't necessarily a good thing because although the WrestleMania 7 match, I believe it was, or 8. Yes, that WrestleMania 8 match was really good. The rest of the matches on here aren't too spectacular, especially the WCW stuff. So, I would have probably put some other stuff for the early WCW. Um, what else? The promos on here. Um, they don't really show many promos during the course of the DVD, but on the extras you get a lot. On the first disc you get his marriage to Miss Elizabeth, which is fun to watch. And then forgot what you got on the second disc, but on the third disc you get essentially his best promos of all time. So a lot of fun to watch right there. He was so charismatic on the mic and in the ring. It's incredible. And the stuff he would come up with in promos is just really creative stuff that you don't see today. Like when he did a promo against Tito Santana and he came with a trash bin underneath and he said, "You're nothing but garbage compared to me," then pulled a towel out of the trash can and said to Mean Gene Okerlund, give this to Tito Santana after he's done. Just the way he says it is so incredibly charismatic, and I don't know, he manages to put himself over, his opponent over, and he's funny and fun. They had this one segment which was free word association, which may have been my favorite, where they had a psychologist type character, and he would give Macho Man a word, and Macho Man would respond, and you could tell it was improvised because his responses were so funny. It always led to either him being the best or Hulk Hogan being the worst. So it was hilarious. Yes, and now what is the last part of my review? Right, the in between match commentary with Matt Striker and Maria. I thought this was decent. Um, better than a lot of WWE DVDs recently, I guess, because Matt Striker is a man, but he seems to actually know Randy Savage because he actually watched him. Um, and he actually gave some background information on him that I guess the casual fan might not know, and he seemed to be having fun, and he could, because he knew the information through and through. But Maria is just really stupid, to be honest. She always comes off as stupid. I don't know if she's her character. I know she had the airhead character a couple years ago, but I think that's just what she's like. She's not the brightest girl. So she comes off poorly because she's just making these really strange and stupid jokes most of the time, and it really bothered the hell out of me. Every time there was a Ric Flair match, while Matt Striker would be talking, she would be going, woo, woo, and it was so annoying because she would continue to do it. But that I can't really take that away from the DVD because obviously the focus isn't on them two. So all in all, great DVD. They could have given some more information from his pre WWF days, but it's not a big deal. And yeah, from 1985 on, he put on some great matches, some great shows, and he's a fantastic wrestler, and he got a fantastic DVD. Now all he needs is to get into the Hall of Fame, but sadly, I don't see that coming anytime soon. Okay, I will be back eventually with another review of another thing because I do reviews. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.